Okay, this is question number 4 out of 11 on the calculator section of the PBA practice test. Okay, in this story, we're told that Phil and Matt made cookies for a fundraiser at their high school. Phil made 25% more cookies than Matt. The cookies sold for 25 cents each, and after the sale, 20% of the combined total of their cookies remained. So they only sold 80% of their cookies. Part A says to create an equation to represent the total amount of money that Matt and Phil earned at the fundraiser. And this equation should be based on the number of cookies that Matt made. And of course we have to explain how we determined our equation. So I said, to begin with, this pink statement here, based on the number of cookies Matt made. If we're going to make an equation based on the number of cookies Matt made, we'll let m be our variable so that m can represent the number of cookies that Matt made. M is how many cookies Matt made. We're told up here at the very top that Phil made 25% more cookies than Matt. So I gave this explanation here. Let 1.25m equal the number of cookies Phil made, since Phil made 25% more cookies than Matt. Okay, the reason this explanation or this expression works to represent how many cookies Phil made is, again, if he made 25% more cookies than Matt, we multiply by 1.25. When you just multiply by the number 1, the value stays the same size. 1 times m would still equal m. But as soon as we're multiplying by 1.25, what this causes is it causes the quantity or the answer to be 25%. That's the 0.25 part of this decimal. It causes the product to be 25% more than whatever m was that you started with. So again, if we want to increase by 25%, we multiply by 1.25. So if we let t equal the total money earned, then this is the equation we can write. T equals 25 cents times 80% times the total number of cookies made by the two boys together. And so rather than just write the equation, I'm also going to explain each part of it. The more, if you can explain yourself, they're going to like that. They asked for an explanation. So I said in this equation, m plus 1.25m represents the total number of cookies made. Okay, that's Matt's cookies made plus Phil's cookies made. So it's the total number of cookies that they made. And this quantity is multiplied by 0.80 to account for the fact that the boys sold 80% of the cookies they made. Okay, we know that because it says that 20% of their cookies remained, so 80% were sold. And then finally, we multiply by 25 cents to account for the fact that the boys earned 25 cents for each cookie they sold. So there's an explanation of that equation. The second part of this question gives us more information. Okay, now we're told that Phil and Matt made a total of $72 when they sold their cookies. And so now it asks us to actually figure out how many cookies did Phil make and how many did Matt make. So what I've done is I've taken the equation that I wrote in part B, T equals 25 cents times 80% of the cookies they made, and I've filled a 72 in for the total money that they earned. So 72 is equal to all of that. I combined like terms in this parentheses here. We have 1m plus 1.25m, which is 2.25m. And I multiplied my two decimals. 0.25 times 0.80 is 0.20. And then I multiplied these two decimals here to get 0.45m. And so to solve for m, I divided by that decimal, 0.45 on both sides, and I got m was 160. That's how many cookies Matt made. And we know that Phil made 1.25 times m cookies, So take 1.25 times 160, and we have 200 cookies. Matt made 160 cookies. Phil made 200 cookies. The final part of this question says that next year, Phil and Matt may sell the cookies for 50 cents each. They're doubling the price. They're considering doubling the price. They plan to make the same total number of cookies, but they predict they will only sell 70% of them given the price increase. Based on their prediction, should Phil and Matt raise the price of the cookies? Justify your answer. So the explanation that I have here is this. I explained that if they make the same total number of cookies, okay, let me put that in here. Same total number of cookies, which would be 160 plus 200. Okay, and if they raise the price to 50 cents and only sell 70% of the cookies, then the equation becomes this: 50 cents times 70% times 160 plus 200, which is a total of 126 for the total money earned. Okay, in this case, they're making $126. Compare that with the fact that they only made $72 when the price was 25 cents. And so I can conclude that they should definitely raise the price of the cookies. They've earned significantly more money this way. Even though they sold a smaller percentage of the cookies they made, when you charge a higher price, you're going to make more money.